We've all been watching the action take place here in Singapore at the FIDE World Championship Match presented by Google, and you may have noticed that there is a lovely, lovely table that the players are playing at. And today we're going to hear the story of the table. I am joined here by Morgan from Roger and Sons, who created the table. Morgan, tell me the story of how this came to be.
I think it was just a joy for us because I think Jimmy from the Singapore Chess Federation came to us. He was telling us about this event that we're going to do for this championship. The first time it's held in Singapore. I think it's just for us as Singaporeans to be able to host something so prestigious. It's such a rare opportunity, right? And so he came to us and told us about the chance to be able to build this table. And we were so excited to just be part of it. So as we were discussing and talking about the table, we wanted to have a very local touch to the table. So we started designing the table. We use local materials, so things that can be found in Singapore. So the wood that you see that's on the table were actually made from trees that has been cut down in Singapore. So Singapore, we're a garden city, so we plant trees all the time. So we have this constant supply of trees that's being cut down in Singapore. And so what we do is we take these trees and we turn them into furniture. And so we decided to use these trees here to build this chess table.
And you have some very beautiful touches in the chess table. Maybe we can take a look here. I mean, sitting at a table for so long playing chess is not easy. So you took that into consideration over here.
Yeah, I think so. I think the key for us, because I think chess has been around for like decades, right? It's a very traditional and there's a lot of heritage that goes to it. So we didn't want to redesign the table. We didn't want it to be very different from the other competitions. But what we wanted to do was to add a little bit of touches, a little bit of detailing that we could do to really make the table look better. So we added like cushions here so that when the players think about their chess moves, they feel comfortable at it. We made the boards and the different parts movable so that all the electronics and all the wirings could be as hidden as possible. So everything that you see on board is just as clean as we can. We use two different types of wood. So one is the kaya tree and one is the angsana tree. And we wanted it to be a reflection of actually the black and white pieces there. So you could see that the darker wood represents the more like the darker chessboards and the darker pieces, while the lighter wood, which is angsana, is the lighter pieces there. And you could see that we try to do like little detailing around to just accentuate and then make the table look a little bit nicer. And I think the other thing we wanted to, because I think the players move and change positions, and we wanted to have like a nice groove in the front. So as we change the graphics, it's nice and seamless and it looks perfectly well thought.
Tell me, how long did it take to make this table?
I think for us, from the start to the end, we took about 2 weeks to make. So the team took a lot of time. I think a lot of things goes into the small details because we wanted everything to fit. Because I think that's one of the key consideration for this table. We didn't want like gaps to be too big, especially when you when you hide the wires. We wanted holes and wanted things to be as precise as possible. So we took our time to do it. And then we just try to make sure that everything is well thought out. I think for us, the best thing is that when someone goes in and when the players goes in and use the table, they do so comfortably. They don't think that, this should be done that way. You don't think about the table, you just think about the match. And I think that was our objective.
Wow. Amazing. And I'm going to put you on the spot here with this next question. But does the table have a name? And if no, what would you name it?
I think if I do have to think of a name, this is really in the spot. Maybe we just call it the Chess Master.
That's a good one. Can't go wrong with that. Well, thank you so much, Morgan. A beautiful table. I know the players appreciate it and the fans also admire it from afar.
Thank you so much.